All right, we got the top 3 this week, ton of books, and events around the store. Thank you, Patrick Clark, for taking over for me last week. Your selection was horrible, but it's okay. It's okay. I told him to pick whatever he wanted. I'm surprised there wasn't a Scott Collins book in there. So, what do we got going on here at the store? We are in March. We're gearing up for Free Comic Book Day, which is, of course, not till May. You guys may think that's a ways off, but we have got a lot to do and a lot of announcements that are going to start hitting next month. So just gear up for that. But we've got a live model the last Tuesday of this month. We just did a low, the book club last week. Next month, the second Thursday, you guys can come down and join us for Wicked and Divine Volume 2. We've also got a live comedy night the last Friday of this month. So all kinds of stuff. Check out Facebook. Check out empirescomics.com. And let's jump into the books. All right, Avatar. It feels like we just had one, but it is back, and we've got another one. So they keep pumping out, all you Avatar fans. I watched the first Avatar, never watched Korra. Everyone says I should. There's just too many good things on. And Amazon gave me a 30-day free trial. I've been watching all kinds of war stuff, World War II specifically. I watched the Pacific while I was sick last week. That is really depressing. This one was only in hardcover up till now. I know all of you have been following Batman. If you're not following it in individual issues, this is the way you've been doing it. Volume 7's out. Do not miss it. The Joker is back. Low almost made my top 3, but it was a little bit jarring on this issue. The art was a little off, and by off, I mean it was a little cleaner. Not as many lines, not as much sketchiness to it. So there's also a very jarring story arc in here that I've got to reread and see. In fact, I don't think it'll be till 6 issues happen before I really am comfortable with what's happened, or at least can tell you if I am. But still beautiful, still great. I've got to reread it. Deviations, they got 2 this week. This is taking your classic fun stuff, Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe, Transformers, and giving you tweaks on it. The Ghostbusters one is essentially what if the Ghostbusters had never formed and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man took over New York. For Transformers, for all of you trans fans, that is what a Transformer hardcore fan is called. Look it up. It's not the first thing that pops up on Google, but it is what they call themselves. Transformers, the movie was amazing. This is a deviation from the movie. What if Hot Rod never jumped in to save Optimus Prime? And where would it go from there with Galvatron on the horizon, with Unicron out there? So definitely take a peek at those 2 if you guys are fans. Symmetry keeps hitting. This is a great science fiction, an extension of where we are, what we could do, and it's a happy future that ultimately ends up bad. Really, really well done. Matt Hawkins, you can actually find him here on Free Comic Book Day, so come on down, get your book signed. Think Tank, the Aphrodite stuff, obviously Symmetry. Great book. Really, really enjoy it. Another one I enjoy is Monstrous. It really feels like a Final Fantasy. So if you guys are into the fantasy, if you're into, I even want to say manga, this is where you're going to want to go. Beautiful artwork, great story. I was surprised I enjoyed it as much as I did. We don't carry it, Ronnie. Legends of Tomorrow. It looks like one of the ones where they just reprint old stuff, but this is actually new stuff by Conway. God, you got Giffen in here with all of these characters. It's the anthology. This is only part 1. It's an interesting way to go. It was a lot of fun, and you get a new perspective on a lot of different characters and a great introduction for all of you who've never read them. Batman and Robin, there's somebody creeping up on the Assassin's Guild. It's a rival guild that is now gaining ground, finding magical artifacts, and taking the initiative on Talia. Superman, look at the perspective on that thing. It's horrible. It's Neil Adams, though, so they'll print anything he puts out. And Elseworlds, it's not even in Elseworlds because it doesn't exist within the multiverse because of what they've done with Darkseid. But a beautiful book. Superman, he's got his powers back. He's going up against, why am I blanking? The guy from Legends of Tomorrow, the Eternal, the Immortal guy. Come on, Ronnie. Vandal Savage. Thank you. Sorry about that. Got his powers back. Vandal Savage is above and beyond the normal Vandal Savage. They're going head-to-head to conclude the Superman story arc before things start changing for Rebirth. All New X-Men versus the Blob. They're going around the globe trying to set things right, give mutants a good public image. Power Man and Iron Fist just in time. Daredevil's this weekend. We're doing on the 18th. We are doing a Daredevil screening here in the shop as long as Netflix starts it on Eastern Standard Time. 9 o'clock, we'll watch a few episodes, and then I'll kick you all out. Squadron Supreme, James Robinson. They're stuck in Weird World. Look at the cast there. A ton of people who are stranded in the 616, trying to do the best they can. And Captain Marvel, which, oh my God, my books, which essentially should be Alpha Flight or Sword. She's taken over the position of Brand, actually working with Brand to protect the Earth against alien invasions. So, top 3. International Iron Man. It's a little retconning, a little fitting in between the lines. There are literally only 3 pages set within the normal Marvel universe. The rest is in the past. Tony in college. We get to see a little bit about him, what he was doing, and how he came to be, and where he's at now in the Marvel universe. Starlin, Alan Davis. I'm not going to say much more. Limited series, issue number 2. Number 1 is still on the shelf if you missed it. And Extraordinary X-Men. I don't want to give too much away for this. A lot of people have been really excited about the Apocalypse Wars, and nothing prior to this is leading into this. It literally hits the ground running. 600 new mutants are discovered in Japan. The X-Men, of course, go running over there. This can't be possible. The Terrigen Mist is killing them. There's no new births, and things go out of control from there. So I will see you guys in the shop. Don't forget all the events we have. Most notably this Friday, the Daredevil event. Go check out Facebook. You'll find all the details there and more this week as I begin to post. And we'll see you guys in the shop.